don't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio.
I am pleased to announce that the Kentucky State Police were unable to find enough evidence to make the charges stick. And so I am now a free man. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the October 22nd episode of Thalmor Radio. And I am here to tell you what is up and what is down, what is right and what is left, and maybe what is behind you. Ooh. Hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, your back is to a wall, because you never know when something might sneak up behind you and tickle you. But anyways, slow news week in politics and war. Not a whole lot to really go over like I would want. And honestly, I couldn't be bothered this week to sit down for an hour and mull over like a topic in my head so I can monologue for about 15 minutes. But that's okay. I got a couple little things to go over outside of the itinerary. So, first off, let's talk about pain. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I have been in pain this week, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why I keep saying ladies and gentlemen, but that's okay. Anyways, my jaw to a side of my jaw was hurting, and it would hurt to chew and to move it a certain way, and my ear on one side was also hurting a lot. It was really weird. It is not dentist time because it was both my ear and my jaw. Ear infection, Riken, is the leading theory. So I took some Benadryl, and it got better. And so I've been taking Benadryl every 12 hours. So that has helped, and it has improved. I guess I'm just treating the symptoms and not the actual issue, but that's okay because I'm better. The stakes got to your ears. So that was really annoying. It started Tuesday, got really bad Wednesday, but then that's when I started treating it. And today it's been just fine. My ear is still giving me a little bit of trouble, but it's a fraction of where it was, and my jaw is just fine. It made it really hard to eat the Subway sandwiches, but that's okay. Don't wear headphones. I wear headphones all the time, so. But headphones didn't help. But I'm better, so that's good. Halloween flag contest. So there's a new room right next to the kissing room called the Halloween flag contest. And here's how it works. It's got the Halloween flags of every motherfucker in politics and war. Alliances, not people. Alliances. Are alliances people like corporations are people? I'm going to say no. But maybe they are. That is a new question for us to ponder on. But the Halloween flags are up, and there is a nice little thumbs up under each one. And it is a simple process. If you like one, give it a thumbs up. Strongly preferably, only vote for one once. Don't go through them and spam them with thumbs up. That'd be kind of cringe. Just vote once. And if you have already voted, thank you. That's all you have to do. And I guess what we'll do is we'll have this shit run until the 29th, and we'll decide a winner on the 29th. What will the winner get? Probably nothing. But that's okay. It's the spirit of the occasion, ladies and gentlemen. There I go again, saying ladies and gentlemen. So do that, and we will go from there. Now then, my final internal is Thalmoria Supremacy. And you are right, Zig. I think all of the women listeners of Thalmor Radio are long gone. You had Purple, who is long gone. You had Sarah, who is long gone. Rainbow. I think Vex was here for one. I think Adrian was here for a couple, but they're all gone. They're all like, they got better things to do, and I don't blame them. Dora is here. Oh, okay. Well, hi, Dora. Hope you're doing well. Who's Dora? I don't see a Dora. I think you guys are gaslighting me. I'm not convinced this Dora person is real. Reichenswoman. I did not know that. Oh, you're trolling. Okay. Soon enough, Subway will be here. There's a bunch of bitches here. So, anyways, Thalmoria Supremacy. So, there's a lot of really cool shows in the games community. You had Morph Radio, I think, stands out the most. Morph Radio was excellent. You had he did very few of them, but Kev's stuff was always pretty good. I never listened to a lot of clarinet stuff, but I'm guessing they were fine. I think that one of the news servers tried to do a show, and it was probably fine. But how do I want to say this? Thalmor Radio is coming up on its 2-year anniversary. December, whatever the fuck, of this year will make 2 years that I've done this show. And let me tell you something. This has been a weekly thing. I mean, in the early months, I maybe skipped one or two here, and past that, maybe like I would have Zig and Arctic do something, but pretty consistently, this has been a weekly thing that I've pretty much always done. And I think this is probably the longest running show like ever. Like, I can't think of one that's went this long. And I'm quite proud of that. Now, Real says something, which is, in my opinion, Thalmor Radio is the best show. Let me be real for a minute, okay? I don't think my show's the best. I think that goes to Morph. I think Morph had the show. He would bring on one person from every sphere, and they would talk for an hour about some topic. That was pretty good, okay? That was pretty good. I barely have any guests on anymore because I'm a lazy fuck. Big Morph, his whole show was about guests. It was about the panels. It was really good. Unfortunately, that takes a lot of fucking work because I have learned firsthand getting everyone's schedule to lined up. It's a lot of work, especially when you're busy like Morph is. Morph has a life. He's living life. Okay, I'm halfway in neat. I have time to run this show and do whatever I want. Only reason why I don't bring on guests is because I'm lazy. But I do enjoy this show. I know people like it, or else you guys wouldn't show up. Especially you wouldn't listen to my cold politics takes for 30 minutes at a time. And I appreciate you guys coming here. But I am proud of this show, even if it's not the best. And it's only really possible because of Soup and Zig helping out so much. And Killsbob, he plays the themes. Arctic was good when he was here. I've also had a lot of help along the way. This is not a one-man show at all. It's really not. I get a lot of help from people. Of course, you listeners, you guys help motivate me to do this show. Would I still do it if there was like 5 or 10 of you? Yeah. Be less excited to do it. But I still probably would. Because part of the reason why I even do this show is to practice like my speaking, practice my comedy, practice my presentation. Like, I'm developing a skill while I do this show, and that's one of the many reasons why I do it. But I am quite proud of what we got going on here. And as I've stated in the past, I still plan on doing it. But I will swing my dick just a little bit here and say Thalmoria and Thalmor Radio has continued to thrive and go on while other shows have not. Now, again, more for example, he has a life. Kev is married with 2 kids. Okay, he has a wife and 2 kids. Those are 3 things I'm probably never going to have. But, that's okay. That's okay. But I don't know. I just think it's cool that I've managed to keep doing this. And I want to thank you all for being along for the ride. And I'm not throwing shade at anyone. I'm not throwing shade at Kev. I'm not throwing it at Morph or George or anyone else who's tried to do a show. I'm really not. Maybe it sounds like it. Maybe I actually am a little bit. But I don't mean anything bad by it. It's just friendly competition. I've managed to come here every week, week after week, for almost 2 years, and I've done my thing. Whereas, other people who try these shows have not. And look, it's hard, okay? I've had to learn how to develop being entertaining, how to develop having to sort through material to talk to. The creation of the Thalmor Radio formula has been an ongoing thing that continues to evolve. But, it's hard, but I think I got something going on pretty good here. Not gonna lie, you was pretty shit in the beginning. Seamer, you're so old, I don't even know what you're referring to. Are you talking about my 2017 show? Or are you talking about, early on in 2020? Said, yeah. You're old shit people. Yeah, and that's a perfect example of what I was talking about with 2017. See, Thalmor Radio is not my first show. My first show was actually Templar Radio back in 2017. I don't know if the archives of that are still up. I only did maybe 9 episodes, but they steadily got worse and worse. And that's because I leaned on guests to do the work for me. I tried to interview them, and it led to, and I had rules. I didn't want to bring on the same guests. So it led to this problem where I couldn't repeat good guests. I had to keep bringing on new people. So the quality of people as guests decreased. I didn't make an effort to be entertaining myself, so that limited things further. And I wasn't even good at interviewing people. I'm a bit better at that now, I think. But especially in 2017, I was pretty bad at it. So that was just 3 recipes. I think the first couple episodes were good, but after that, it got bad real quick. And so I learned that in order to do one of these shows, I would have to become a core part of it. And I am, and I have. So that's pretty cool. And it's a growing process. I was a 19-year-old dumbass in 2017. Now I'm a 23-year-old dumbass. See? Change. Evolution. Talk about goons after this. Okay, I will. Well, yeah, actually, that is the next topic. But yeah, proud of what I've done with the show. And thank you all for being a part of this ride. But Thalmoria has won. I think. Thalmoria has won. We've won the Battle Royale. What's it called in Fortnite when you win? A victory royale? I cannot talk, ladies and gentlemen, but you all know this. But, anyways. So, there was a post on Ron some time ago, and I tried looking for it, and I couldn't find it. I looked in every channel. But there was this leak, and it was apparently a GOONs guy talking about how they were trying to infiltrate alliances. I cannot find the post. If any of you know what it is, post it in chat. It was DNN. That explains it. That's why I couldn't find it. Thank you so much for that. It was in DNN. And so I blew it off. I was like, whatever. Yeah, I'm sure they're trying to come back. Well, we had something interesting happen, or I did. I got a screenshot out of the blue from a guy known as Super Cheese. And this is basically the full extent of the exchange. He says, your new applicant is a goon. And he posted a nation link. Just a heads up. I asked for proof because I'm lazy and I was on mobile and I was on go looking. And this guy said his Steam account is linked to his Discord. He posted a Discord profile, which I'm guessing they're connected. And the Steam profile certainly actually does say, well, he's part of a couple of goons like groups, basically, is what it was. So I brought this up to Hand of Fate internal members, and they took care of it. So I don't know, guys. You have someone who is presumably a goons motherfucker saying they're going to try to infiltrate alliances, or that they have. And next thing you know, a goons guy applies the Hand of Fate. So I guess they probably are trying very softly to get back into the game, which is pretty interesting. I guess the thing to do would be to reject them, I guess. Emer says, give a guy in Sydney that's part of something awful. And yeah, no, they're doing it smart. If they're trying to cause trouble, they're doing it smart by having members join and whatnot. I'm guessing the end goal would be because the way Goons was, I just have to assume that like they're all acting in bad faith and are coordinated. So I'm guessing maybe what they'll try to do is they'll try to get a lot of their members into high positions in a lot of different alliances, and then like coup them or something. I don't know, but it's looking pretty weird. Jack says, by the way, guys, no info coming out soon. Can you post the info now so we can talk about it? But anyways, let's happen to definitely big uptick. And like, it's not a crime for a goon to play the game. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. But vet your members is all I guess I can really say to that. Check your members, see what's going on. I assume the worst because of how bad Goons' misconduct was and the fact that they are a long-standing community. I just assume that it's coordinated because they are trolls. So there you go. Deal with this information whatever you wish. Activations in the last week. Huh. That's kind of about it, right? That's all I was going to say about it. If you want to dip out now, you can. I guess that's about it. Well, no, it's not. What am I even saying? I think sometimes my mouth works faster than my brain. Han Solo reformed Atlas. Some Rose Prots or allies had some drama. Some micros declared their existence. I don't know, guys. It's been a slow week. Not much else going on. Alex started a new website about helping people find text-based games, and I will tell you what that's about because I've mentioned my chocolate factory before, or my family's chocolate factory, and I spent a lot of time last year learning about digital marketing methods, and I know what Alex is doing. So Alex had a lot of success with Facebook ads with growing the game, and to Alex, politics in the war is a business asset, right? It makes money, and it's a business. It really is. Any online game is, any mobile game is. They are business assets. They generate money. They have users, and politics in the war makes money primarily through credit sales, but also like ads. Probably not on Wiki, but on the forums and certainly in the game itself, Alex makes some money from that. And he was it's in Alex's interest to grow the user base, because as more and more players join, then of course the pool of people who will buy credits also increases. So that's Alex's incentive to increase the member base, not just for the health of the game, but because he makes more money from it. I think that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of that. So he was having lots of success with Facebook ads, and Facebook ads for almost any business can be pretty good if you know what you're doing with them, which apparently Alex did, because he said that he was able to make money with them. But apparently that's no longer viable for him. He made an announcement some time ago, said that the Facebook ads weren't cutting it anymore. They were getting too expensive, and he was cutting them. So, okay. So this new project he started, text-based, I think it's called, here's what he's trying to do with it. And it's very smart, and it makes a lot of sense. He's going to create this resource list of these text-based games, right? And the hope is that as it grows and people add entries to it, people who go looking for those text-based games will find the website, and some of those people will trickle to Politics and War. That's why Alex is doing the text-based thing. That's a creative. I don't think there's anything wrong with that plan. It's a creative solution. It's a creative solution to Alex's problem of trying to grow and advertise the game. And so, yeah, I thought it was kind of funny though that he would try to outsource a lot of the labor to like the Politics and Work community. But I guess that makes sense. I mean, that's fine, I guess. And I mean, people can derive what's the word I want to value from such a project, because if you play one text-based game, you're probably going to play another one, right? So makes sense. I think it's about it. Emer says Facebook ads always get expensive during Q4. Yeah, holiday spending and stuff. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween. I'm glad people care about the game stand and work on it. Is that it for Politics and War? I think that's it. I don't know enough about the Rose drama to cover it. Oh, Rose got some stuff leaked, like some guides, which is funny. Like, what was it called? The Rose Elite Warrior Guide? That's funny. I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else to go over. Slow news week. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to go over. You had some noob make 2 threads when they was making their alliance, which is pretty cringe. That guys, I'm done with Politics and War. I can't think of anything else. Flags. I mentioned the Halloween thing. Go vote for your favorite Halloween flag. Yeah, I can't. How do you even pronounce that word? Lojasa? Lojasa? It's not English. Lojasa? You can do it. Lyojasa? Leo? I can't do it. I can't even speak English. I was like 11 when I stopped pronouncing hamburger as hamburger. Okay? I cannot speak. English is alien to me. But that's okay. Final call, Politics and War. Any last things I need to go over, touch on, speak my piece about, or are we already done with what's going on here? Bye, Michael Scott. Good job, Kills. I guess I want to go ahead and talk about some real life stuff now. I'll just post it from High Musings, which it's old news now. It's old news now. Everyone and their mom knows about it already. But there's finally been some resolution to the Gabby Petite murder case. Brian Laundrie has been hung up to dry. He is dead as hell. Apparently, his body bones, I think, was submerged underwater. The water receded. They found it. They found like a backpack and a notebook. The FBI, they ran their tests, and it was indeed him. So there will be no trial because you cannot prosecute a dead person. I guess you could go after their estate, but like that's kind of probably won't happen. And I think that's it. I guess you're going to have some conspiracy theories about like what happened, what did the family know, la di da di da. But that is kind of all there is to it. I saw some people think that like the mom and dad like placed the corpse there. I don't know. I guess the question is though is how did he die? Did he like kill himself? If so, how? Or did like the conditions get worse and the alligators surrounded him and he just lost the will to live and he let the crocodiles take him, you know? So I don't know what happened. My favorite theory is Brian died like in like mid-August and Gabby strangled Brian Laundrie to death in that park, and then Gabby drove the fan to the national park and then strangled herself to death. That's my favorite theory. I think that probably could have happened, but well, we'll find the truth out. Probably when Nancy Grace does a special on it, then we'll know more. He ran into a swamp ape. Bush killed him, get the tinfoil hat. Maybe Alec Baldwin killed him because Alec Baldwin is apparently a crack shot and the bullet went back in time and also killed Brian Laundrie. So Alec Baldwin has been in the news since yesterday because he's doing a movie. He's an actor. He's doing a movie. He had a prop gun. He shot it, and instead of doing nothing, it did something. And he fucking murked the cinematographer chick who was working with him, and also wounded the director. So I don't even know where to begin. Like the consensus I've seen online, and that makes sense to me, is that that's a fuck up on the prop department. But my contention is, why is he pointing a gun at random people, right? And why is his finger on the trigger? Like, even if the prop department decided to do a little trolling and loaded the prop gun with not prop bullets, like Alex still shouldn't be pointing it at people and pressing the trigger. So I don't know what was going on there, but yeah. Maybe he'll be charged with manslaughter. It would make sense for him to be, but he's also a rich celebrity and they have a habit of walking away from dumb bullshit. No, Zig, the prop department was doing a little troll. Oh, I read that wrong because I'm stupid. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. Why they have last name on that's actually a good point, CCT. I didn't even think about that. Why would you bring? Yeah, that's weird. So I don't know. It's really weird all over the place. I guess we'll see what happens. Will the movie Rust be finished? I guess we'll see. Are you going to want to take that director and cinematographer's place now? Probably not. What if Alec Baldwin does get charged? Will they finish the movie? Probably not. What's the budget for this movie? What's the budget for this movie? Hold on. Rust movie budget. It's $6 million. The budget was $6 million. Some poor son of a bitch, or multiple poor sons of bitches, are probably out $6 million now. So we'll see what happens. And they said they wouldn't finish it. They'll also cost more than the movie. Yeah. So there we go. Thank you, Lord Tyrion, for that extra information. So that is gone. Alec has fallen. I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else to talk about except there's one thing. I can't actually, you know what? I don't think I have enough time to pull up the clip. I can't be bothered to. But Joe Biden did like a town hall thing where like he spoke on a stage with people, and during part of it, he stood up and he held his arms out in front of him like he was holding a steering wheel. And he held that pose for like 20 seconds, and it was really weird. And Anderson Cooper, who was the host, like never addressed it. It looked really, really weird. And also, I think Joe Biden got frustrated with his words and also said, like, I don't even know why I'm here. So that is pretty cool. I'm so happy we have a dementia patient as a president. Forget like politics for a second. Like, he should be at home. He should be at home surrounded by loving members, like living out his final years as a prestigious and distinguished public servant. Like, I feel like it's geriatric abuse what he's going through, right? Because how much control does Biden have over what's happening around him? Did he even want president? You know, I don't know. Anyways, um, Biden man bad is probably the lowest form of political discourse I can think of right now. Um, I think that's it. Oh, Colin Powell died. Colin Powell was the guy who, under the Bush administration, stood up in front of the UN and said Saddam had weapons of mass destruction and was going to those. What does weapon of mass destruction? It's WMD, right? Here's what we're going to do. Instead of saying weapons of mass destruction, we're going to call them um weapons of all pulverizing. They're WAPs now, okay? I know if you listen to Cardi B, you know what a WAP is or a WAP. Well, now we're calling weapons of mass destructions WAPs, okay? So go get that WAP. But anyways, Colin Powell died, and he's probably burning in hell. So that's pretty cool. I think that's it. I think I'm done. Final call, real life. Any final topics I need to go over, touch on, talk about, give a cold take about? I'm your guy. I'm your man. You got me right here, right now. Jay Stark's death. I do not know who Jay Stark is. The name sounds a little bit familiar, but I have no face, name, or actions to accompany that name. So, sorry. Lord Tyrion, what do you think of Jay Stark's death? Yes, I think that's it. It's 9:36. Kind of a short show, but that's okay. Not much to really go over. People can account for my whereabouts. I'm innocent. That one fucker, the NIH thingy. I don't know what you're talking about, Emer. Oh, that guy. Yeah. Rest in peace, Jay Stark. Yeah, he was the dude who was like a big contributor to 3 printed guns. Yeah, that's unfortunate. His death, I think, was weird too. I think, like, the circumstances around it kind of make it look like the cops killed him. Like it was kind of fishy from what little I've read about it. But maybe I'm just schizo and I'm listening to other schizo people. So I don't know. Emer, who's the NIH guy? Or the NIH thingy? I don't know what you're referring to. Fauci and them. What about Fauci? There's a lot of things to say about Fauci, unfortunately. So even then, I don't know what to say. Although I think I do have one funny thing about him. Or maybe I don't, but that's okay. Never mind, no. Okay. They had a warrant, arrested him, then he was found dead. Yeah. So pretty fishy. Fuck it. Emer has me curious now. I'm gonna look up his A news about Fauci. GOP calls for Fauci investigation. Resignation mount after NIH admits funding gain of function in a major shift. Vanity Fair, New York Post. Okay, so apparently that's the thing about Fauci is that if I understand the piece together ideas enough, the Wuhan Institute of Virology was being funded by US dollars about gain of function stuff, and somehow the coronavirus ties into gain of function research. And Fauci was like over it in some way. So the theory goes is that Fauci is kind of responsible in some way for things or something. And see again, I am completely ignorant and I don't do research like I should. But that's kind of thing. I think Fauci denied the gain of function research or something. So that's the thing. And I'm reading some articles right now. I type in NIH Fauci and I'm getting an article from Vanity Fair, New York Post, and Fox News about it. Yeah, Fauci denied the gain of function research, but then the NIH is like admitting it. So that's pretty. Fauci lies like all the time, it seems. Like he's been wishy-washy on masks. The game, like I don't know. He's kind of a cuck. But that's okay, guys. Go get your Dr. Fauci action figures and Funko Pops because those are real things. And maybe one day we can destroy capitalism once and for all. Emer, how many booster shots are you going to get? I'm going to get 69 booster shots. I'm going to get all of them in either my armpit or my asshole, probably at the same time. That's going to be really fun. All right, so there we go. 9:41. I think I am done for tonight. I don't got much else to go over. All right. Kills. Play the theme. Soup in the recording once the theme is done. Let us have a good weekend.
Thalmor Radio. Coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio.
The recording's probably ended, but I'll say this anyways. I also wanted to say, Adam VM'd for a year, and that is sad to me because I really like Adam, and I hope he will hang around some. But rip my homie Adam. I went to Waffle House last night to celebrate publishing a paper. It was takeout only. Disappoint. Uh-oh. What did you have from Waffle House, Zig?
Waffle.
Hell yeah. When you go to the Huddle House, do you also just eat a huddle?
I wanted a T-bone steak, and then it was takeout only, and they didn't have T-bone steaks on the menu. So I was pretty disappointed.
That is... I understand your disappointment completely. The fucking... I like Huddle House food. It has a charm to it. And I went to go... No! I'm saving this for next week. Good night, everyone. See you next week. Good night.